The digital evolution in education has enabled students to engage in the same learning opportunities as students all over the country. Learning is no longer restricted to the geographical restraints of the classroom. In 2011 to 2012, the Australian Bureau of Statistics had concluded that children aged from 5 to 7 years were spending more than 2 hours on screen-based activities each day, and 44% of children aged 2 to 17 years have a screen-based item, for example, a TV, computer or game console in their bedroom. In the last 2 years, I can only imagine that these numbers have greatly increased. The reason that I want to be a teacher in a digital world is that I want to be able to teach these children whose lives are consumed by digital technology each day how to use these technologies for educational benefit. 5 days a week, most children spend more time with their teachers than with their parents, and therefore teachers have a real opportunity to make a difference in the lives of disadvantaged children. I often contemplate the current problems in society, health problems and the economy for a start. I personally believe that most, if not all, these problems could be dramatically reduced with the appropriate education. I recently watched a talk by an American teacher, John Hunter, who has invented a game for his 4th grade students called the World Peace Game. He puts all of the problems of the world on a 4x5 plywood board and lets his 4th grade students solve them. I was so incredibly inspired after watching this movie, and I hope to engage my future students in the same sort of learning as what John has created. I have chosen primary education because in this phase of schooling, I believe that children are at their most crucial age for learning development. The World Education blog posted in 2013 that worldwide almost 250 million primary age students are not learning the basics, even though almost half of them are at school. Studies in several countries have shown that children spend 2 or 3 years in education without learning to read even a single word. Reaching children at this young age can prevent them from dropping out before they even learn to read and write. It brings huge benefits to their learning potential later in life. As a primary school teacher, I would like to provide the essential literacy and numeracy foundations that my students will need to be productive members of tomorrow's society. As mentioned earlier, children in Australia today are spending an increasing amount of time using digital technologies. This digital world we now live in is continuously evolving, and if I can keep up with the constant evolution in technology, my students will connect with and understand the digital world in an educational context as the most fundamental resource in schools today. As US Senator Nancy Kaspaw once said that there can be infinite uses for new age technology, but if teachers themselves cannot bring this technology into the classroom and make it work, then it fails. In conclusion, I want to be a teacher in a digital world because I feel that I can utilise technology to enhance the current learning methods of students today. Everyone knows that each child learns differently, and through technology, I hope to make a real difference in my students' lives.